uh, what I'm what I'm doing now is there's a new there's a new there's a new thing on Skype, so, so you know I can do my interviews a whole lot better now. So 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 how was Blaine's graduation?
It
Uh
was great. Now, only my parents could go because Hillcrest would only allow two people to go, so Jimmy and I watched it on YouTube. Because
oh
they did it like they had it recorded live through YouTube. So Jimmy and I watched it on YouTube. And and then Blaine is gonna have a birthday Monday, so we're having a party on Sunday for you, aren't we? With a few people. Let's see. You have Amy coming, or Mrs. Owensby, your old teacher. Let's see. Then you have Helene and her kids coming.
how
Maddie's coming.
how old will my boy be?
You say I'll be 22, right? Yeah, you're becoming an old man, and you
Oh,
refuse to let us shave your mustache and beard. He refuses to have that shaved off. Every
um,
time we give him a haircut, we ask if he wants his facial hair shaved, and he said no, or he communicates no. I know he doesn't talk, but pretty
so
curious.
so so anyway, Jennifer, um, how is it um dealing with 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 Blaine's disability, even though he cannot talk like me and you can.
He will communicate with his left arm. If I ask him a yes or no question, he will raise it for yes and leave it down for no. If I need to give him a choice of something, for instance, I'm going to use food as an example. If he wants a yogurt or a pudding, I will give him a choice by having him look at the those items, and then he will look, okay, I want the yogurt or I want the pudding. You know,
Uh, um um
which
you
usually
know
he would probably pick the chocolate pudding because who would turn down chocolate, right, Blaine?
uh,
Yeah.
uh, as you know, I like ch- chocolate pudding too. I like everything chocolate. You should know me by now, Jennifer. We go way back. So so is is there anything new that Blaine that Blaine is going to do for his birthday tomorrow?
Well,
Or
his birthday's Monday, October on Monday. We're
I
going on Sunday for we're gonna go to Mojo's and have a few of his friends that
I
he's
I
invited come and celebrate. But we can only max out to a certain number because of the COVID. So
I'm I'm sorry. I'm I meant Mo- Monday. Sorry about that. Um. So how is it dealing with Blaine's disability out in the public? You know, um, I'm just I'm just asking you those questions because in interviewing you, since Blane can't, you know, t- t- talk, you know, and I was wondering how, how do you how do you deal with with him in public, you know? Um,
We don't get too many issues in the public. Not too many people stare. Usually, not too. I mean, people will come up and ask questions, and we're more than welcome to answer them because we'd
uh,
rather people ask questions and become more aware of people with disabilities than sit there and not ask and then be ignorant and not know.
I mean, you know, I've been knowing you guys for a long time. I have friends like my buddy Damien. He has a disability like Blane, but he can talk. You know, um, you know, is it um
Well,
how?
Blaine is good about communicate. Has well, let me rephrase this. Blaine has gotten better at communicating with other people. I can use an example when his when he's now on consult for orthopedic, but when he was going to seeing an orthopedic for which is normal for people with cerebral palsy, the they asked him, the nurse practitioner asked him if he's comfortable sitting in his wheelchair for long periods of time, and he raised his hand, which means yes. That he's not in a lot of discomfort and a lot of pain when he's in his chair, and he's not. So he has gotten better, not only communicating with us, but communicating either when he was in school with his staff there or with medical professionals so they know what's going on. Instead of just asking us what's going on, they can ask him and he will communicate. I mean, obviously, we got to tell them some stuff. Like, obviously, he can't tell them certain stuff, but he will communicate with them. Or when he's gotten a new chair, as because
Oh,
he is wheelchair bound, and
yeah.
he will pick the color of his chair. And the I don't know who you use, Alex, but he has
Um,
Gary from Custom
I,
Mobility, and he will put the
I,
book of colors on his chair, and Blaine will pick the color. Of course, right now he has a red chair. We
it,
can't convince Blaine to get a pink chair, and we don't understand why.
it, it gives me, Jennifer. Sorry to interrupt, but I also have Gary with custom mobility too, and 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 I and I've been I've been with them ever since I was little. So so
Yep.
you know you 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 know what I mean, right? So what so So is so w- what what other things does Blaine like to do, Jennifer? You know, uh, Blaine, like 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 for example, what what do you like to do for fun, Blaine? You know, you know, I hear you. I hear you been to a lot of um parks.
You ready to get in your chair? Yeah? Alright. Come here. Oh my gosh. Blade!
He's
When
he's
this was originally designed, he used to lay this way on the floor for repositioning until we got
he
rid of our coffee table and put him there. So that's why I have to drag. What seems like I'm dragging him across the floor, and I am, in a sense. But yeah.
are you okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Jen,
I just had to bring Blaine across the floor so I could get him in his chair.
okay.
Mute.
So 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 how d-
Alright.
does so how does does his lift system w- work? You know, is it the same than mine or
No, dude. Daleski. Can't put this underneath you if you're on your back. Don't work. I'm not a magician here.
yo?
Blaine, are you my burrito, dude? Come here.
I
You're
love
my burrito.
burritos.
You're gonna.
I hope you have a great party, Blaine.
We're getting it. Yeah. You ready, Blaine? Yeah, you're gonna show Alex your ceiling lift?
No point to buy my twin tail. No way, boy.
You want me to put you in Trinity's chair?
No way, on tail.
I've done that. I've put we have a recliner for Trinity, and it's right over here. And sometimes I put him in Trinity's chair
I I can't I can't.
because he can sit up without for a little bit in a chair. So, but I don't think you want to sit in that chair. There's a car there to hurt your booty.
Okay. Oh, so that's the lift system.
Yeah, I already. Yeah, his is different than yours.
You know.
Chill. Beating up on your. Wait, that's for that. Look. You gotta make sure I'm seeing the right. Okay. That goes there. This needs to come over here. Okay, you ready? Get you into your chair, dude. Another reason why I have to put shorts on him. He will have this for some reason. His seatbelt in the sling will cause breakdown if I don't on his skin. So
Okay.
now I also put shorts on for that reason too. So my sling. Even though I do take the sling from underneath him.
the the lift people couldn't put it all the way to to the bathroom.
This part, no, it doesn't. There's another one that goes from his room. There's one, he has one in his room that goes to the bathroom. They
And
did it in two different parts because sometimes, like today, if I'm taking care of him, but again, we had this put in long before we really needed it because we didn't want to wait until we needed it to. Because he doesn't sleep out here. He sleeps in his room. We wanted one out here because. Oh, I don't need to recline this one. I keep forgetting. I'm starting to I gotta start remembering. I don't need to recline this with this swing. Left swing, yeah.
Hey, Jimmy.
You ready? I know you're actually having your head up because you want to see Alex. Normally your head's back, which is fine.
So do you
I like
mind?
this thing better. Oh wait, I don't have you lined up. Hold on. You would have wrong for Alex. All right, I get the chair lined up correctly. You're gonna. Okay, you got to move your footy. Go toward Trinity's chair. I can line this up better. There we go. What is the dog doing? Hold on. Okay, never mind. I was making sure our dog wasn't getting in the garbage.
He,
He,
he's he's
he.
he's she still does that.
Ugh. Everybody's watching you get pushed in your chair here, buddy. You ready? You like this? Showing off? You showing off for everybody? Just Alex. Hopefully, just Alex, right? Okay. He's good. I take the sling from underneath him. Once I put this away, I don't leave the sling underneath him. He doesn't like that. He prefers not to sit on his sling. He likes to make me work harder, don't you? Yeah, I see that smile. We call him, one of Blaine's nickname here, or one of them, is Boss Man, because he likes to boss people around, especially me. Even though he's younger, by like almost 8 years. He still likes to think he's in charge.
Jennifer, if you remember, I used to boss you around in the school.
It's fine, they're not hungry. That's totally random. All right, you ready for me to get this out? Come here. Whee!
Yum. Then, potato, yum.
Potatoes, kielbasa, and cabbage. Yeah, looks like I caught this morning. There you go, buddy. You ready? There you go. Alright, the most important, one of the most important parts of you being in your car, you need your seatbelt. That would not be good.
He, 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 he must, he must,
My way.
he, he must hurt, hurt, hurt you back.
There you go.
You know, being so, so.
Hey, look on your face, secure. What's up? Okay, so we're good? Okay. You said there's like, I don't know, still look on your face. Are you straight in your chair? Do I need to fix you? God. You just look straight. Hold on. Okay. Is that better? Are you straight now? You straight now, bud? Yeah.
Is 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 there any challenges, you know, um, that 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 he that
Okay. You're back. Even with spinal fusion surgery, you're not going to fit the position. Okay. Jimmy, can you come help me with his arms?
Yes, ma'am.
I use my resources wisely. Jimmy is will be starting back with this program next week. So
Monday.
Yep, Monday.
I packed my lunch.
I made a mistake and thought it was this week, but it's next week. There we go.
I took appointment gentle.
Oh, you want to pray for me, really?
Donna Massimo Flynn Smith me or home.
Yeah, I know. You probably do miss you.
Oh, Richie. Missy.
I thought I couldn't do the trip by myself. There we go. Jasmine, go lay down.
is is
Uh,
there is there any challenges that that he have to face on a everyday basis? Um, you know, I know that you help him him a lot, but um, I was just wanting to know, is there any challenges working with mm, mm, Blaine? You, you know what I mean?
what are there challenges? Do you have any challenges? See
Um,
that smile? He's giving me like a smile, like not really. Like
I'm 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 just
guess we kind of like settled into a routine, so I guess we really don't per se
I'm I'm just
like not more so than anybody else. I mean, he
I'm
just gave
just
me a smile, so I think he's good.
I'm just trying to ask you ask you the, the the questions about Wayne, because I don't even know, you know you know you know what I mean. So um so so what have you guys been doing lately with Blaine? Do you know? You I know he had his graduation, but you know what I mean? Is there and is there any any vacation big, you know what I mean, right? Is there any vacation spots uh, that he would like to you know I know that he went to SeaWorld and all these different places, Jennifer. but what is his his number his number one his number one favorite vacation spot, you know. Did you hear me?
Yep. I don't know if he really has a favorite vacation spot. Do you have a favorite place you like to go to for vacation, Blaine? You're just happy with wherever we go for vacation, aren't you? I'm
I,
not getting our communication one way or another.
I'm just trying to do a good job asking you questions because you know am I doing good so far? Um, I know that I I know that that he that he he likes to you know go out go out with his with his friends and have a good time. You know what I mean, Jennifer?
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of hard to do anything now because of this COVID. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So um, hope, hopefully when this virus g- gets over with, Jennifer, we can we can go out to eat or something. Maybe at Five Guys. Maybe I I I hear you over there, Blaine, taking. Are you taking the nap over there?
He says, no, I just let out a snort. He says, usually he does. Blaine and naps don't usually happen, do they, Blaine?
Go ahead, Brian. Take that. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Me, me and Blaine, love, love the ladies.
Blaine, do you love the ladies, dude? Are you a flirt? No. Really? You're gonna say no? Really?
Oh,
Nobody out there is gonna believe you're not a flirt, okay?
um, and 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 if and if and if it's okay with you, Jennifer, I'm gonna put this interview on my YouTube channel. you know.
That's fine. Like, can he put the video? He's gonna put the because the reason he's asking these questions, which is fine. He was interviewing us, and he's gonna put it on his YouTube channel for people to watch. Okay? Because he
Yeah,
found a way to make it work. That's, so people can, watch it on YouTube and learn more about disabilities and stuff. That's what Alex has been doing. He's been interviewing. He's interviewed Damien. You remember Damien? You know Damien. And then and he's interviewed other people and he puts it on YouTube and then he.
you
Is that
you know,
okay? You'll be YouTube famous.
is it is that okay?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's okay. It goes on YouTube.
I I mean, you guys used to do it all the time. What happened? Um,
We got to get back into that, don't we, Blaine? Maybe we could go back to start making videos. Huh, Blaine? Do you want to start going back to making videos on YouTube?
so is can can you tell my audience once I get this uploaded to YouTube how they can follow you and Blaine, if they
I
want.
gotta look up my Hold on, I gotta look up my YouTube name. I don't know what it is. All right, hold up. Let's see. I got YouTube on my iPad, and I think it's under my name. Yeah, it's under Jennifer. I can actually put. Let's see. I don't know if I can get a link to my YouTube. Let me see if I can go on the computer and go link to my YouTube, and I can put it in chat, and then you can. It's Jennifer. It's basically just my name, my first name, and then we do have, I do have an Instagram, and it's, I think Blaney Blaine. Don't hold me to it.
So so they can follow him on there, right? You know.
Yeah. Well, the Instagram's mine, but there's a lot like there's a lot of the pictures of our him or my other three siblings because my Instagram is basically for disability awareness as well.
Um, and 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 that's why I'm doing this interview for.
Yeah, my Instagram name is Blaney Blaine, so I can put it in, spell it in chat, or it's basically Blaine's with a Y. It's like Blaney, which is Blaney, and then Blaine is Blane. So
you
if people
you know
wanna,
when I get done with this interview, I'll make sure to put all your stuff in the description down below so they can follow you.
well, let's see if I can get my link from my YouTube. I don't know how to do that, but we're about to find out. See if I can. Let's go there.
So any anything that you want to 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 tell, anything else about Blaine before we.
I think this might be it. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna copy and paste it and put it in a Skype chat, and then you can tell me if this is the right link that you need. Because I think that, what did I do? I want our chat. There we go.
Okay, I
I
I
think
can't
this is.
I can't see it right now because I'm doing
Yeah,
this.
that's it. It came up. So, like, yeah, I don't know if you can copy it when you're done. Obviously, I know you can't do it now, but when you if you're able to copy and paste that link, if not, just click on it and it'll take you to our YouTube channel. Then you can just do what I did. And then
Okay.
people. And it's a pic. There's two pictures. There's one of Blane and a girl. That's one of Blane's friends that he met through a disability event that we did, and then there's the background picture of Trinity.
do
So
you
like you can't.
do you mind telling us about that e- event? And
Oh, that happened a few years ago. Like I don't know if they're doing it this year because of the COVID.
I
I
I
don't know.
I
They did it last year, and we did it a couple years ago. I don't know with the COVID if they're doing it, but it's called the Marion County Disability Alliance, and we did it a couple years ago where they have different resources local for people for with disabilities local to Marion County. And we found out through a friend of ours that also has a disability because he's usually the one that runs it.
is it kind of like sports ability?
No, it's like a lot smaller version of Family Cafe. If anybody's been to Family Cafe, it's basically that, but a lot more local to Marion County. Where
Uh,
Family Cafe is a statewide thing where you can find resources. Marion County, the Marion County Disability Alliance, Sean focuses a lot on Marion County because we obviously live in Marion County, and that would make sense.
yeah, and any
But I don't know if he's doing it this year because this is about the time he would do it. So I don't think he did it this year.
oh, okay, because of because of COVID, you know.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I didn't see him. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't think he did it.
Um. So is there anything else that we need to know about Blaine before we?
Is there anything else you want them to know, Blane? Other than you're graduated and your birthday's coming up, you're gonna be the big 22. You're not gonna be becoming an old man. That just means I'm becoming old too. Cause I'm older than you. He's smiling. Are
And
you old, Blane? No. Well,
um,
you don't have gray hair yet, so I guess you're not old yet, right?
hell, I'm gonna be 30 30 years old in April, April 9th.
Yeah, Blaine's older. Alex is older than you. He's 29. Because Alex is a year younger than me.
Yeah. Um.
So does
Yeah.
that mean Alex is old, Blaine? Oh, Blane says you're old. When I asked if Alex is old, he raised his hand. And
Oh.
then he smiled. He's joking with you because he's smiling with a big old smile. So there comes his sense of humor. That's one thing Blane has is a big sense of humor. Forgot to mention that he likes to tease his friends and his family all the time.
I I noticed that from from being around him a lot. You know, when we used to go to Five Guys or whatever.
Yeah.
So it is is there anything else that that they need to know?
No, let's see. We've covered the fact you're a flirt. You like to tease your friends and family. Is there anything else they need to know about you? Yeah? What's that? We told them
Um,
about our YouTube, and then we told them about Instagram. So maybe we
uh,
can get some followers that way. Should we go back to making videos so we can get so people have something to watch, new to watch?
what what kind of surgery did he have?
Blaine hasn't had surgery in a while. It's been a few years because he hasn't, but he had one in when did Trinity move into 2000. The last surgery he had was in 2016, I believe. major surgery, and that was a major surgery. He had really bad scoliosis, which is the curvature of the spine, and and he spent a week in the hospital up in Shands with that. But that was bad. That was like over 4 years ago, because it was January of 2016 when he had that surgery, and he was out of school for a month, I believe, because you went back on Miss Christie's birthday. I remember that, because you had Miss Christie, and that was like the day that we got the news you were going back was the day of her birthday. Remember? Because I know you don't care. You could act like you cared a little.
Christy Clark.
Christy Clark works at Hillcrest, but he didn't have her. He had the teacher at that time he had was named Kim Christie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we know who Christy Clark is. She works at Hillcrest now, but she didn't have him.
Christy Clark is my best friend. So,
yeah, Blane, do you remember a teacher from Hillcrest? I know you didn't have her, but her name was Christy Clark. Do you know who we're talking about? She's like blonde, probably about my height.
Yeah.
All right, you're giving me a look. Yeah, he knows who she is. He just gave me this look like, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, Blane knows her because she used to work at Forest before she worked at Hillcrest.
And
I don't think you're friends with her on Facebook, Blane. I could be wrong. I can look. I can bring up your Facebook. Hold on, Blane. You're friends with Amy Owensby from Hillcrest. Who else are you friends there from? Somebody named Holly, not the nurse, but somebody that was an aide. The speech therapist that was there last school year, or the year before, something like that. Yeah, and then you're friends with several people from here. But I don't know if she's one of them. I have no idea. I know who she is because I've seen her in the yearbook. That makes me wonder if I don't think Hillcrest did school pictures, so I don't think they're doing a yearbook this year.
And what kind of activities did he used to do when he used to go to Hillcrest? Do you know?
Well, when this last year of Hillcrest, he would. No, you're not friends with her. He would work on getting a job, which, let's be realistic, Blane cannot physically have a job or be able to get a job because of his severity of the disability. But the state made his teacher that he had last year, because he had a different teacher last year, and she had to work on with him and I think 5 other students on getting a job. And one of the activities was he had to go deliver mail. And here he had this teacher I wish he had the whole entire time he was there. It was great with him. She had this switch that he would push and he would actually say, and they would have either Mr. Collins, before he retired, record the message, or the resource officer would record this. I think it was usually the resource officer would record. Mind you, it was probably borderline if he was verbal and actually said this and nobody encouraged him, he would probably get in trouble. Would hit the switch and it would say, "You have a degree, why don't you go get your own mail?" So because he would go deliver the mail, let's say to a teacher, and he'd be like, hit the switch, "You got a degree, why don't you get your own mail?" And as he's delivering the mail, and of course you're probably laughing hysterically. Let's see, 1 year, not last year, I think it was either 2 or 3 years ago, you took a photo in Mr. Collins' office without Mr. Collins knowing, and he did not find out until the yearbooks came out, and saw the picture of you in his office.
How?
We are all still trying to figure out how you got into his office without him knowing.
Yes, Miss Christie.
Yeah, Miss Christie probably had something to do with you getting in that office, but she doesn't have keys to that office, so we're still trying to figure out.
How?
And Mr. Collins doesn't know, unless he left his office unlocked. he got into Mr. Collins' office, and Mr. Navarez took a photo of him. And behind, here, hand me the yearbook. I think this is one of the yearbooks that's over there. I think it might be that one.
That one?
Yeah, it is that. I think it might be that one. That's an old one.
So,
It's not
so,
this year's, because it wasn't the teacher. It wasn't this year's yearbook. Since it was
so,
still. Let me see if I can bring up. It might have been this one, and I know it was from an older one. I don't remember who he had. Let's see.
Well, I forgot.
Okay, developmental skills. Okay.
what, were you just, were you just, were you just playing around with Mr. Collins, Blane? Is that why?
Yeah, and I'm trying. I don't know if it's this yearbook or not. It might have not have been. Where? I don't think so, because I think it was under your class picture. I know it wasn't last year, because last year it was when you had Christy. It wasn't when you had Owensby. That much I remember. Normal people scare me. I like that.
I'm
Yeah,
trying.
that's a dance. I don't know if we have any other yearbooks over here. It's not the one Jimmy's looking at, because the one Jimmy's looking at doesn't. It's from last year.
No,
Jimmy, I know it's not that one. It's from last year. It just said that. Jimmy, it is not in that one. So put that one down.
I'm looking.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah, I don't know if we have this yearbook. I don't think. Well, we still have it. I just don't know where it's at right now. But yeah, he went into Mr. Collins's office, and I mean, obviously he had help from the staff, but yeah.
I'm just trying to get as much footage of that I can get, so I can put it on YouTube, so you know they so they can know who 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 Blaine is,
A troublemaker. He likes to cause shenanigans, don't you, Blaine? You like to cause trouble?
Um, do, do you do something to my buddy Mr. Collins?
He says, of course I did. He says, I went in his office. I think it had to be like, I don't know what year that was. I didn't see it in this yearbook. And it's probably not in this one.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't know where that yearbook is at, Blaine.
yes, or no.
Wait, maybe you can. This isn't. Okay, this might not. I think this is the year you started at Hillcrest.
I can't believe you did that, Blaine.
He says, of course. He says, I like causing trouble.
What?
Now you're
Are
gonna
you?
behave. You're gonna start. You usually are good for me. Usually you don't cause me too much trouble, do you, Blaine? So I know
Are
you're
you?
usually pretty good for me.
Are you? Are you? Are you? Are you really a troublemaker, Blaine?
You better raise that hand. Yeah, you are. Cause look at that smile.
Yes or no?
Yeah, he raised his hand. He knows he's a troublemaker.
Uh,
Mhm.
so, um, does is Mister Collins still there at Hillcrest? Do you know?
No, he retired last year. Like 2019, 2020 was his last year. I don't know what he's doing now, but he doesn't work for the school system anymore.
I remember I remember he told me that, but I forgot, and you know it's been such a long time, you know.
Yeah, we haven't heard from him since what schools? Some school's been out.
Yep. And I told him we need we need to get together once this virus is over.
Yeah, he says something. Well, we did see him over the summer. I think it was when we went to pick up your yearbook. That was before you know, he was supposed to. We thought he was coming to your graduation party, but he didn't come. Well, Alex has, I think, is friends with him on Facebook. I know you sent him a friend request, Blaine, but he hasn't accepted it yet.
Huh? What?
Blaine accepted or sent Mr. Collins a friend request on his Facebook and he hasn't accepted.
And maybe he don't know who. Maybe he doesn't remember who it is.
I say he's got his picture on there. I hope he remembers Blaine, because he remembered Blaine when we went over there this summer, and it was like I think right after that we sent him a friend request, like right about the time like he was retiring.
Yep. Um. Is there anything else besides Blaine is a troublemaker that they need to know?
I don't think so. Is there anything else they need to know about you? No, I don't think so.
Uh, okay, Blaine, and um, thank thank you, thank you for your time, and and thank you, Jennifer, for your time. You know, and we'll do this again soon if you're available.
Can you give him a smile? No. Oh, there is. There's a little one.
Does does that sound good? Good, Blaine? Yes or no?
Are you gonna do want to do any other interviews with Alex? No. Oh, is this it? Is it a one-time thing? Let's see
Come
how
on,
that is.
come on, Blaine. You know you love me.
Do you love Alex Blaine? Uh huh. I see how you are.
Y- yes or no?
I don't think he's wanting to communicate right now. He's like, I'm done.
Okay. Um, I guess Blaine doesn't 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 love me anymore. So
So we'll just ignore Blaine and not talk to him, Alex.
yeah, at
He,
least
he's got. There's a big old smile on his face now. Look, he's like,
I you know I only did this so people can get to, get to know get to know Blaine disability. You know, if he he doesn't want to do it again, I understand. But you know, so So I know that Blaine loves me. He just it's giving me a hard time, like like you like you used to do, Jennifer. Is it that
You
way?
are you giving Alex a hard time? Teasing him.
Yes or no?
He's like, nope. I ain't talking right now. Or communicating. Whatever. What do you want? Can you show me what you want? What do you want
Oh,
me to do with the computer? Turn it? Oh, now you communicate when it's something you want.
Get charged on my mind.
Look, yeah, when it's something I want, I'll communicate.
this 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 is this is this is on video. So you better so you better so you better be so you better behave yourself.
Are you gonna behave, Blaine? No. Are you gonna cause trouble? Nah. All right. He said he's not. He's not answering it one way or another. Well, you're not talking to him.
I'm trying to interview you about your disability, Blaine, and you are ignoring me. So